Okay, guys. Well, we did the other three. I wasn't going to, but I said, what the heck. Now I'm tired, though. Actually, I get tired from holding the camera. I probably should just put it on the tripod, but I don't know how long this light's going to last, because, again, I filmed that first video like 7 times. But I just wanted to do this one real quick. Here's the Phormictipus cancerides. You can see how big in the boutte we are. We'll be molting soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it molts within a few days now that it's been moved into this home. I used some leaves just thrown on there. You can see the burrow. So the leaves kind of mask that, and then the tarantula can go down there and burrow. Water dish, no water in it yet. That's coming. I don't know why I didn't put it in, but now it's sitting in there. Here is my oddball Pterinopelma sazimai. I have no idea what the heck it's doing there. This is the same skull that it was in its last enclosure. It still fits in it, so it's got plenty of room to go in there if it wishes, or it can burrow, or if it doesn't utilize this, then we'll put something else in there at a later date, but I'm sure it'll go in there and sit like it was before. And this is my... Oh, I love this tarantula. I just love these things. Can't get a good shot of it, huh? What the heck? Ornithoctinae species Laos sling. Just, you know, the colors and the patterning on this is just phenomenal. And it's, you know, my female looks exactly the same as this one. It's on the side, so I'm actually going to try and do a ventral, so I have to set up for a macro shot. And then I can try and compare it to this gal over here and see what I see. If there's any differences ventrally or not, but pretty standard setup. Same plant that was in its last enclosure. I guess I didn't push it down enough, but I gave it some other stuff to web to. Gave it a piece of bark here in the. Yeah, that's the injury sustained from drilling holes in this. The Dremel kind of slipped on me and caught me underneath the fingernail a little bit. Just a little tiny bit of blood, but it did chew the nail up, so I'm probably going to have to cut this nail real short because it's going to catch everything in its brother. This piece of wood here, so it can anchor some webbing through a plant in this side. This one's got a water dish, and actually, you could tell who's my favorite because this one actually has water. But that's because I was drinking out of the water bottle and I just dumped it in while I was doing it. But there we are. Lovely, lovely species. So we'll see what it does. I webbed the crap out of its last enclosure. I expect the same out of this one, but I also expected that out of my lovely female, and she's not pulling through for me. So yeah, we're at day, guess what? We're at day 21 for the Seriocosmus orae egg sac. So I'm really trying hard to wait till Friday to pull it. I want to yank it now, but I'm not. I'm going to wait 3 more days. My target date was day 24 to day 27, so I think we're going to pull it on day 24 and see what happens. Well, we'll hope for the best. Hopefully we'll at least have eggs with legs. With that temperature, I would imagine, you know, that she's been at. I imagine that it should be at least eggs with legs by now. What are you going to do? Are you going to hide, or are you going to drink some water? You're not actually drinking water. You're just kind of like, it's like toes in the pond there. I don't know if we bring the light down on top, if it'll show up better or not. Maybe a little bit. Well, not too much, but... Pretty little thing, huh? Ornithoctinae species Laos. This one's name is Kai. The other one's name is Kina. Now that it's not on the glass anymore, I can't take a ventral shot, but I'm going to try at least get my female over here so I can have a picture to compare to if I ever do catch this little bugger on the side again, which I'm sure I will. So yeah, just 9 spiders rehoused today. Consider doing some more tomorrow. I do have to go. I gotta go take my paperwork into work. I gotta go pick up my package at the FedEx. I gotta go do blood work, fasting blood work tomorrow, and then come back home and probably finish the taxes. Unless Alex gets me the information tonight. I hope he gets it to me sometime soon so I can get that done. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in there. Buffalo's coming up, so I need some suggestions on some things you'd like to see, maybe possibly in the Eerie Arachnids collection. Anything invertebrate. Don't give me reptiles, amphibians, fuzzy animals, anything like that. Scorpions, centipedes, no big centipedes, so get that out of your mind now. Assassin bugs, feigning death beetles. I'd love to get Egyptian predatory beetles. I love Egypt. There's 2 things that I love, in history, and that is the Old West with Indians and Indian heritage and culture. I'm fascinating in the Old West, with Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp and Jesse James, all that stuff. The Old West always fascinated me, and Egypt, I am enthralled with Egypt. I could watch documentaries on Egypt all day long. I've always been this way since a little kid. I just love Egypt. So to get some predatory beetles, I always wanted a scarab beetle. I don't know what I would do with one. I don't even know if I can buy one. But I think they're cool. I don't know if they would get out and eat me, but yeah, I watched a movie years ago, many years ago. I would have been young, probably 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that area. It was a movie about Egypt, and it was they found the entrance to King Tut's tomb underneath a bathroom, and the movie started out with old time Egypt, and they were punishing a tomb raider, and what they did is they tied him up with his arms. One arm to a horse, another arm to a horse, and then legs to a horse each. And then the 4 horses took off and went separate ways and pulled them apart. I do not remember the name of that movie, but I loved it. It was on HBO when I was a kid in the 80s, and I just love that movie. But I have no idea what it's called. If I could find it, I would buy it. But that kind of got me interested in Egypt back then, and I did a couple papers and reports and stuff in grade school on Egypt. So yeah, Egyptian predatory beetles would be something I would probably consider picking up if I found them in Buffalo, just because it's something different. But yeah, shoot me some ideas about smaller size centipedes, scorpions, some tarantulas that you might like to see me get. Nothing insane now. You won't see a Theraphosa in my collection, so no Sturmies, Blondies, Apophosis stuff, Apophysis. None of those. Not Apophosis, Apophysis. None of those. I don't want any of those. Well, I'm pretty much open to anything else other than I really don't want to add any more arboreals. The only one I would consider would be a Taponecenius gigas and another Poecilotheria subfusca, either highland or lowland. So preferably lowland because I have the highland. But yeah, let me know what you guys think or what you'd like to see. I'm going to do my best to film what I can there, but it seems like my phone is having some issues. It's overheating a little bit more than it used to, actually quite more than it used to, and it's dying on in cold temps, so I'm kind of worried about the phone itself and the battery in it. So hopefully I'll be able to do some filming there. We'll have to see. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think. And this is a good time to guess how many eggs you think are going to be viable in that egg sac of the Cereocosmus ori. So try and figure that out. Take a guess. Shoot that down below. Maybe we'll do something with it at a later time. But we'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.